guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a review and demo of a foundation. This is fairly new. I've had it for a few months now, but I haven't done a review on it and I haven't actually seen many reviews of it on YouTube. So I decided to give you guys a rundown on how I feel about it, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. L'Oreal has been releasing a lot of different products for their Infallible line. I know 2 years ago maybe, or maybe a year, no, I think almost 2 years ago now, they released the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, which got a lot of hype and everybody loved. And then last summer they released the Pro Glow, which I didn't see that much talk about, but I do feel like a lot of people, the people that did talk about it, say they loved it. I tried it, I wasn't a huge fan of it. But yeah, this one is the Infallible Total Cover, and it's said to have full coverage and a weightless feel. I have the shade 303. One thing that I do enjoy about the Infallible line is like all the shades stay the same. So in the Pro Glow I'm 203, and in the Pro Matte I'm 103. So they kind of just keep like the same numbering, just like a different first number for every different line. On the back of the bottle it gives you a little rundown on different features of the foundation. So it says the finish is natural, the wear is up to 24 hours, the coverage is high coverage, and the texture is air light. So the texture of this foundation is very like moussey and like aerated. Like it's like super creamy, but it isn't like heavy creamy. When you put it on your face, it is like thick, but it blends out really nicely. I have to say the weightless feel, they definitely own up to that claim, because it doesn't feel like it's very heavy, especially for the coverage that it provides. It feels a lot lighter than you would think for this amount of coverage. But in terms of it being full coverage, like a total cover foundation, I have to disagree, because it is on the higher side of coverage, but it doesn't completely cover everything. I have to do like 1.5 layers of this, so I'll do 1 layer of foundation and then I'll go back in on spots that I feel like I need more coverage. If you're going to claim to be a full coverage total cover foundation, I would assume that you would only need 1 layer and you're good to go. I feel like the only real foundation that's actually full coverage is the Kat Von D Tattoo, or not even the Lock-It foundation, which is like completely full coverage. It's a very heavy foundation. It gets kind of cakey on your face, but it does absolutely cover everything. So the finish of this is kind of, like it says, natural. It's more on the matte side of natural. You're not really gonna have any shine on your face, especially if you powder it down, but it's not gonna look super flat or drying or anything like that. It is actually a really nice coverage. It's very similar to like moussey foundations, like the coverage that those give you. Like it's not completely matte, but it's kind of like airbrush looking and a little, not powdery, but like it doesn't look shiny at all, whereas like the Pro Glow, you look like a grease ball until you powder it down, which some people like that look, but not for me. I have to say I do really like this foundation. I think it's good. It isn't full coverage like it claims, but that doesn't really bother me, because it doesn't bother me that it doesn't completely cover everything, because I'll just go back into the spots I need so I don't have too much foundation all over my face. But it does claim it's total cover, so I did want to mention that it isn't. But I do really like it. I like the finish. I think it wears really well throughout the day. I'm not going to say that it wore for 24 hours, because I would never in my life wear makeup for a full 24 hours. That would kill my skin. I have to agree with it being an airlight texture. It does feel really nice. Although you have a full coverage, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of makeup on your face. I also have to say that like when you press your skin, a lot of foundations that I hate, if you press your finger on your skin and you like lift up, you can like see the foundation. There isn't much transfer for this foundation, which I really enjoy, because that is one of my biggest pet peeves. Also throughout the day, I can't really tell that my oils are coming out too much. It kind of just like the foundation sinks into your skin and like mixes with your natural oils, and it just looks a little bit better throughout the day. At least I feel that way. I know oily people that like really freaks them out and they have to powder and touch up, but for me, I'm more combo skinned, so I kind of like when my oils come through, it makes my makeup sit a little bit better and look better. But it by no means is going to make you like extra oily throughout the day like the Pro Glow will, but it doesn't claim to like keep you matte all day either, so you can take that for what you will. But yeah, overall I actually do really like this foundation. It's not my favorite, but it is something I will reach for. I enjoy it. I think L'Oreal makes really great foundations, especially for the drugstore. They are getting a little bit pricey. I think this one was like maybe $13 to $15. But yeah, we're gonna just jump into the demo. I gave you a little bit more of my thoughts while I was doing the demo and putting it on my face, so you can see that. But yeah, we're just gonna jump right into that now. Hello guys, so demo time. I'm gonna put on this foundation. I already actually put on the Nivea Men sensitive post shave balm as a primer, but I'm going to put on another primer just to fill in my pores because your girl has some texture issues. So don't mind my hair and my appearance. Usually I do my hair and stuff and get dressed before I film, but today I just wasn't feeling it. I just wanted to get on camera, so I'm here. And oh, I'm using the Makeup Forever smoothing primer. Did I say that? Don't know. Press that in mostly in the center of my face, also down here where I struggle with texture. I always wear a primer. I know some people when they do foundation reviews, they don't put on primer just to like really test the wear of foundation, but I am gonna wear a primer every single day of my life. So testing it without a primer is kind of like skewing the results for me anyway because I always have primer on. So here it is. I want to show you guys like the moussey texture because it's really weird. It like, look at it. It's like a soft serve ice cream. I think I put way too much actually. So I put it on the back of my hand and then I just kind of like dot it. It's like a very thick creamy texture, but like kind of silicone-y feeling. So like, you know, it's gonna blend out. It's not like a rough texture, you know what I mean? So I just like dot it all over my face. It is very thick, so start off here and then build it up if you need more. And the beauty blender, because let's be real, I don't use anything else to apply my foundation. Why is this like stinging my face right now? Oh, because I did a face mask earlier probably. It's been so cold all week that the inside of my nose is like incredibly dry and it hurts so bad. So this is one layer of foundation. Is it total coverage? No, I would say no, because like looking at my face right now, I want to add more. On camera, no, you can see still some redness peeking through, still some blemishes peeking through. It's not completely full coverage, but I do like the coverage. But for them to call it total cover, I don't necessarily agree with. So I'm gonna go ahead, just put a little bit more on my beauty blender and just stipple it on, blend it on top of all of the places I feel like I need more coverage, which basically is my entire face. But yeah, total cover, not so much. Okay, so this is where I would stop. It looks pretty full coverage. It's not total coverage, but I feel like it looks good. I feel like if I put any more on, my face would start to look super cakey. I like the way it's sitting on my face right now. It looks good. It feels good. And I like it. Total coverage? No, I don't think so. Maybe for somebody that has less problematic skin, but it's not really total cover unless it totally covers everybody. You know what I mean? So like I still definitely could conceal. I usually don't because I just go in with like my powder foundation on top of it, which gives me a little fuller coverage. I also don't mind that you can like see some blemishes because like no matter what, you're gonna see them, especially like the texture. So it doesn't bother me so much. Like I know once the rest of my face is on, it'll look perfect. But total cover, nah. But I do like this stuff and I think it looks really good on the skin. It's got like a, as you can see, it's not completely matte. It's like a demi matte. It's not completely matte. There's still some shine before I powder. Actually, when I look in the viewfinder, I don't know, whatever. In person, there's like a little bit of a shine. It might just be the lights, but it is not dewy by any means. It's like matte, but not completely matte like the Infallible, the Pro Matte one. So yeah. But I do like it. I think it looks really good because the other one, the Pro Matte, can make you look a little bit dry. This one doesn't do that at all. And it's not really clinging to any dry patches that I can see right now. But we will see throughout the day. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup now. And if you're interested in the makeup tutorial for this look I'm wearing right now, that will be up in a few days, so watch out for it. Okay guys, now that my makeup is completely on, I'm just gonna go throughout my day and I will come back on camera when I get home later and we will see how the foundation looks just so that we can do a little test and see how it wears throughout the day. It's currently 4:30, which is pretty late, but I mean, we'll give it a few hours and see what it's looking like later, especially because this does claim to be a 24-hour foundation, so we want to see if it lasts at all. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, it's been a long time. It is currently 3:30 in the morning, 3:28. Obviously Grubhub's telling me that my late night food is on the way. But I've had a very long day. I've been on planes, trains, and automobiles. Look at this lash. It is literally ready to go. This one is too. But yeah, this is how my makeup looks. You can take it for what you will. I have been into Times Square today. I have shopped. I have taken trains and ferries and cars. I went to a family party. I danced. I sweated. I've been drinking. So this face has been through a lot. It doesn't look perfect by any means. This, I mean, I will really say the problem I'm having with it like wearing off and stuff is like really down here. But I have to say this is where I like pick at my face compulsively throughout the day. But honestly, for having been on for this long and for having sweated and danced and been on every fucking form of transportation other than a plane imaginable, I have to say this looks pretty good. Like I said, it definitely isn't 24-hour wear, it definitely isn't total coverage, but it is a really great foundation. I do have to say that. So if you're in the mood for that, or in the market for that, not in the mood, I really like this stuff. So I'm gonna give it a good review, but the claims doesn't live up to its claims, but honestly I think its claims are pretty extravagant, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I'm just gonna let you look at my face and you can judge it for what it is. I have some blemishes that are poking through, but I have been picking them throughout the day because I'm crazy. But yeah, let's just peel these off on camera because that's gonna feel so good. I don't care, like taking off your bra at the end of the night, taking off your makeup at the end of the night, peeling off some lashes at the end of the night is probably the most satisfying thing in the entire world. I love it. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble on too much longer because I am fucking tired and I just wanna eat chicken fingers and french fries and go to bed. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this review. I hope that it helped you out. If it did, and if you like this video and you aren't already, then make sure you please hit that subscribe button so that you can keep up to date with all of my videos. Sorry, I'm so fucking tired. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.